Up next on Profiles in Caring, presented by Equitable Life and Casualty. The tsunami that rocked the Indian Ocean in December of 2004 left over 250,000 people dead, leveled entire villages, and left communities and families shattered. But one U.S. nonprofit is helping one community help itself. To find out how, join us for Profiles in Caring, up next.
The following Profiles in Caring is brought to you by generous funding from Equitable Life and Casualty, committed to being the premier life and health insurer for the ultimate generation, today's senior American.
Hello, and welcome to Profiles in Caring, presented by Equitable Life and Casualty. Like most countries in the developing world, Thailand struggles with issues of poverty, education, clean water, and air pollution. You add to that a natural disaster, and the setting is perfect for humanitarian aid to rush in. And that's exactly what happened in December of 2004 when the tsunami struck. The world rushed to Indonesia. But what's happening now? Correspondent Shauna Scott has the story of one Thai native and an American nonprofit still making a difference.
To say that this is paradise might seem cliche, but here in Khao Lak, it's simple truth. Friendly, hospitable people, lush tropical rainforests, idyllic calm, warm sun, and divine elephants bathing in the balmy waters of the Andaman Sea. Until December 26, 2004, at 7:58 that morning, a magnitude 9.3 earthquake struck about 100 miles off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia. Estimates say an 80-foot wave ran at speeds of up to 500 miles per hour in all directions from the epicenter, wreaking havoc as far away as Kenya. The world watched in shock as the number of casualties skyrocketed. India, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Indonesia, a dozen countries reported deaths totaling almost 300,000. Collecting cashews to sell for a meager income, this woman heard the sound of rushing water, and she ran with her family for higher ground. Then she said her mind stopped. She doesn't remember anything more.
We're here in southern Thailand, and you'd never guess it to look around, but this resort was devastated by the tsunami. It seems as though cleanup efforts swept through here almost as quickly as the wave itself. And although relief poured into the region, it failed to address the pre-existing need for education and vocational training for the poorest of Thailand's citizens. A native Thai saw the need, and he came down here to effect a permanent change.
Meet Mr. Chokchai Punudom, or as everyone calls him, Teacher Boy. Boy grew up in northern Thailand, and after his parents divorced when he was 9, he was left to fend for himself. Working in construction, as a tailor, a busboy, or a cook, he paid for his own education and taught himself English from a book. He opened a successful restaurant at the age of 19 and spent his early adulthood traveling and having fun.
I think it's enough for me, like enough life. Drink, whiskey sometimes, smoke, and then disco, lady, something. And that I've been it already. And then now I teach them which way is right, which way is wrong.
So he moved back to a family-owned compound in the mountains, about 50 kilometers outside of Chiang Mai City. While he was living there, Boy was approached by a teacher who asked him to care for one child orphaned by AIDS.
And I worked with the charity project there for 5 years ago. First we start with 9 children. Teach one first, and then the feedback from the school, they bring more to us.
How many children now?
160.
160 from one.
From one.
Boy brought his experience, his life savings, and a can-do attitude and started Home and Life in Phang Nga province. He approached the headmaster of the local elementary secondary school and asked for a list of the neediest children.
Principal at the school, and then he always connect and contact to us and support about the children, and we also come to checking about the children there.
Where was he the day the tsunami hit?
20 pupils.
The children from the school. 12 children are died from tsunami.
But they weren't in school that day, no?
No, that is a weekend.
จำได้12 คน
12 27 is orphanage.
May was with her family when the tsunami hit. You remember this woman? Well, she's May's grandmother. And this family lost more than their home and their motorcycle. They lost a legacy. Along with their boat, they lost their traditional way of life. Grandma wouldn't admit it, but she is Moken.
Moken people are the last sea gypsies of the planet. Well, they're afraid to tell people they're Moken because they're so looked down upon.
They try to go to the Thai school in Lampi, and then the Thai children don't want to accept them and hit them, or and so they couldn't join them, and they don't want to go.
What for Thai people mean Moken? It's like smelly and dirty, ugly, poor.
In order to establish their new life, the Moken have given up even more than their traditions. They have given up their identity as Moken. Instead, they are now Thai Mai, or the new Thai.
How did they feel about being Thai Mai and instead of Moken?
หนูว่าเรียกไทยใหม่ดีกว่าค่ะ
ไม่ดีกว่า
He said Thai Mai is better for Morgan.
Grandma couldn't define how being Thai Mai is better than being Moken, except to say that if they were still Moken, May would not be attending school. Instead, she would be working, collecting the same nuts her grandmother sells for pennies. Home and life does not differentiate between Thai and Thai Mai, and May has blossomed in the family of Home and Life. At the age of 14, she seemed like a surrogate mother for the other kids. She oversaw the harvest, and like most moms, ended up doing most of the real work herself. She cleaned the greens and prepared them for cooking, then helped in the kitchen and served lunch when everything was ready.
These are diverse kids who wouldn't necessarily know each other. And see them form a family like that, amazing. It's a great model. They're not just trying to house the kids and get them off the streets, give them a home. They're also trying to give them a trade.
Today is Thai very famous is green curry. The children can learn about how to cook also with the expert teacher Gay. Teacher Gay is also Thai dancing in Marine sometime.
And are the kids excited to do this, or do they think it's work?
Exciting, and then that is for them life. We are poor and we are had problem, and that how can we survive by ourselves.
When Profiles in Caring continues, we'll learn of an American group that has dedicated long-term help to Home and Life. Do stay with us.